Hey guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. So today we're going to do live reads, and if nobody comes in the room, then we'll just do a collective message. See, the notification just went out. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to sage and we'll see who comes in the room. I think there's other people going on at this time that are live. I'm not sure. So I procrastinated about 30 minutes. That way I wouldn't interfere, but I said 12, so I'm going to stick with it. And then we'll see what happens. This may just turn into a collective read, and that's okay. All right, so let me not kill myself by Palo Santo. I had a funny story, and I was going to tell you guys, and it's completely slipped my mind for some reason. I don't know why. So I guess I'm not supposed to tell that story at this point in time. Hey, Raven. Oh, most definitely. I'm glad you came in the room. I was about to get ready to do a general. I do, however, need to move my phone so I can see it. Because my screen's so far back and the writing's so small, I wish I could make it bigger, but I can't see it. All right. Get you written down. All right, we're going to shuffle for Raven to see what is it that she needs to know today. How's your day going, Raven? Has it been relaxed? It's Saturday. It should be relaxed. Shuffling for Raven. One more shuffle, Raven. I feel like I need to do it one more time. All right, what is it that Raven needs to know today? Raven. What is it that Raven needs to know? We have choose wisely, fell out sideways. I should have put more lotion on my hands before I started. What is it that Raven needs to know? We have deception and envy. Raven. And we had emotional withdrawal, but it came out sideways. What are you going through, Miss Raven? On the bottom, we have foundations and achievement. And we have solitude and hope. Hey, loyal to learn. How are you? And then we also have balance. Okay. I got you, girl. Thank you for subscribing. Okay. Choose wisely. We have the Nine of Cups. feel this has to do with matters of the heart. And we have a Tower moment sideways. I feel like you might possibly have options, but you need to make the correct choice. But I feel like right now you're more focused on yourself because we have the Queen of Cups and also the Page of Swords. They came out together. I feel like you're kind of ready to get out there, but you're really not sure. Because I feel like you kind of been through some stuff, so you're not really sure if people are being true to you. And I feel like we have choices, and these are difficult choices with the Two of Swords. I'm going to get into this further. But then we also have the Lovers, which is the Gemini card, and also the Wheel of Fortune, which is a new beginning. Let me scoot this stuff back real quick. Sideways, we have the Devil. We have Standing Your Ground. But this is also, it's a 7 of Wands, sorry. But it's more upright. Let me have one more card. What are you sorry about, Raven? And then we have the 10 of Swords. And we have the 4 of Coins. And on the bottom, we have the 9 of Swords. And we also have the 5 of Coins. I have no clue how to pronounce your name. Is it Chaime? Did I say that right? Or can you type it so I pronounce your name right? I have you on the list. Oh, Shema. I pronounced that totally wrong. My bad. And then we have Gemini Love. Okay. So I have you guys down on the list. If you guys are wanting specific questions, it's $10 via Cashapp, Venmo, or PayPal. I have it tagged up there if you guys are wondering what it is. All right. Let me get into this for you, Raven. I feel that you're very focused on where you're going and your goals. I feel that you're going to achieve these goals, but I also feel like you're learning a lot, not only like in the 3D, but in your spiritual world as well. I feel that you have a lot of choices, but at the same time, either somebody's envious of you or there might be like some envy of somebody else. But at the same time, I feel like you've been deceived, right? And I feel that that's kind of like you've been working on coming through that because I have emotional withdrawal. I feel like you've kind of come from within, but you're still working on that kind of like, I guess, trust issues because somebody hurt you, right? But I mean, with the 9 of Cups, I feel like, you know, like you have two different situations. Like you want a luxurious lifestyle, and that's what you're working on. That's what you're learning. You're going through the steps to take that. But I also feel like you're working on your emotional stability as well, which is, you know, overcoming those past hurts. I feel like you're in the process of, there's a lot of choices that have came at you, but you're going and making those right choices because I feel like you're being guided by your ancestors. And I feel like, you know, because birds are like communication from your guides and from spirit, right? So I feel like they're guiding you in the right direction to go. But just make sure that you don't look at what others have and be envious of that. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, you're coming out of a tower moment, right? Like you're avoiding a disaster. Or like there's something that was kind of delayed and put off. But also what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords is kind of like, you know, you're curious, right? But I also heard curiosity killed the cat, but that's not necessarily the truth, is what they said. Maybe that's what you're thinking. Like, if you're overly curious and you go in this direction, then you'll repeat the same cycle that you went through. I heard stay calm, my love. So I feel like you need to show yourself a little bit of compassion, just kind of calm down, you know, and just know that you're being comforted and guided through this. Like your heart is healing. I feel like you've had like some really difficult decisions and cutting off somebody that was not good for you. But I also see like with what you're going to have a lot of choices, but you're going to make the right choices. I feel like you are going to meet somebody and it's going to be like a union. It was drawn together. And this person, know that you can trust them. But beware of the warning signs is what I heard, because not everybody is for you. But don't automatically cut people off if they don't deserve to be cut off, because you don't want to block your blessing. But I heard like, it's kind of like we have our, like the wheel of fortune, right? It's like good fortune and good karma that comes to us. But also like it can be, you can, like if you're doing wrong, you can reap bad luck. But in this case, it's kind of like it's good karma coming into you. Like you're going to have a love that's coming into you that's true. And we have like this devil energy and it's sideways. I feel that you want to be free and like free from what has held you back, or free from anyone that could still have emotional ties on you that you were working on healing. And I feel that you were doing that. It's like you're restoring control over yourself and your life, right? I feel like you're ready to enjoy the pleasures of life and not kind of like it's not holding back, right? I feel that sometimes you need to be more confident in yourself, but also at the same time, it's like just maintain control, because the Seven of Wands is like maintaining control, like persevering through the hard times, right? But it's kind of like if it was in reverse, it's kind of like you might have a lack of confidence or just kind of feel overwhelmed, or sometimes you might feel like giving up, but at the same time, you're not. You're persevering through. And I see that that's something that you're coming through, and it's underneath like the Lovers card. So I feel that that has to do with, because we have deception and envy, and you have the Tower sideways, like you're coming out of that Tower moment. Or you avoid a disaster from somebody because you notice those red flags, but this is bringing in somebody towards you. This could even be like a great friendship, because the Lovers and like soulmate energy, it doesn't necessarily have to be love. You know what I mean? It can go in different instances, but this also could grow from like a really great friendship. I feel like you've learned a lot just from staying kind of to yourself and going within and like analyzing those things that you need to learn, those things that you need to know. I feel like you've been given helpful guidance. And at one time, like I see you kind of being stubborn towards it. Like people give you advice, but then you don't want to listen to it, or you don't listen to it. So you kept repeating the same cycles. But I feel like you're coming out of that. And now it's like kind of like you understand what people were telling you. It's like you've grown in your wisdom and developing yourself. I heard into a woman. I heard you're becoming a fine young woman. So it's kind of like, we learn a lot of things as we grow. We go through a lot of stuff and we, grow out of the childish things and the drama. Hello, that and co. And all of that jazz. So I feel that like you're coming out of that, and like this that's coming in towards you, it's like faded. It's kind of like a job well done. It's a reward. But at the same time, it's like the beginning of a new cycle. It's kind of like things had to end, and you had to go through this defeat in order to build yourself back up and realize what it is that you were either repeating or needed to learn, right? And I feel that now you're becoming secure within yourself, right? And also I feel that you're being secure within your financial area too. I feel that you're growing in that, and that's where the foundations and achievement, like you're growing a strong foundation, and it's a strong foundation within yourself. There's a lot of learning going on from what I see. I heard scholar, goosebumps. I have goosebumps all over my left side and both of my legs. So you're walking in the correct direction of what you need to go. And you're understanding the guidance and the spiritual journey that you were led on, because we're led on these journeys for a reason, because it's areas that we need to grow in order to help our future. So that way we don't repeat these cycles. And I feel like you're going to achieve a lot. And I feel as far as like in your personal realm, like your heart realm, you've achieved a lot, you've overcome a lot, but also you're becoming aware of those red flags, and you're starting to listen to the advice that people have given you that was wise advice. Because when we're young, we kind of are hard-headed, but it's like you're developing, as I heard, like into a mature young woman, like job well done. You're stepping out of that younger mentality and understanding in the present of what it is that you needed to learn, and you're amending it. I feel like you're healing and you're healed, but at the same time, there's still a little bit of things going on because we still have a lot to learn, but yet you're stepping into that your future woman is what I just heard. You'll understand what that means. And so you're walking forward into who you are truly and who you are going to become. And I feel like, I don't know, you're gaining a lot of wisdom also. I feel, because I heard that scholar, like you're learning a lot, like you're on the correct destiny and you're on the correct path to where it is that you need to go. I feel like you're no longer kind of sitting in that anxiety mindset, or maybe you're still kind of overcoming things that give you anxiety because you realize now what it is. And so the energy is not your own, right? I feel like you're getting over insecurities that are like within yourself, and you're really mastering who it is and who you are and who you are to become. Like you're just kind of like glowing with an aura of like growth and ascension, and just really becoming and standing in who you are. And that is a heart of gold, is what I'm seeing. Like your heart's been broken, but it's made stronger. Like, especially with this card, like it's kind of like you're washed clean is how I feel. I don't feel like you're sitting here like heartbroken anymore. I feel like you're coming out of that, and it was in a job well done. It's because you're going on to a successful future that you're going to be recognized for. And you're going to be celebrated. Like you're going to be celebrating. I see like a big party. Maybe it's a graduation party, or maybe because I just said marry, maybe in the future here coming up, like you might meet that person that is for you, and you might be engaged soon in the next couple of years. That's why I see you just keep working on your security and standing strong within yourself, and stand within your authority, and don't let people make you feel insecure. Keep trusting your spiritual walk, because you are being guided. And that's what I have for you, because you're going to have a complete breakthrough of clarity and the things that you're working on. And that in return is going to build you up and guide you on your path as you grow into this wonderful, beautiful woman that you're becoming. Ooh, that's a lot of growth. Full body goosebumps. Ooh, even on my face. I love it. So good job, Raven. It's like definitely a celebration. That makes my heart smile. I love that for you. Hey, Jamie. That and go, Jamie, are you guys wanting a read? I'm going to get these cards shuffled up, and then I'll also hear or see. All right, so we got that. And next is going to be Loyal to Learn. Awesome, that and co. All right, I will have you after Gemini Love. Aw, you're so sweet. Let's get these all shuffled up. My nose is itching off. I'm getting all kinds of downloads. All right, I got you, Jamie. You'll be after that and co, love. Hey, Davy. How are you, babe? It's my Davy, baby. Davy, are you wanting to read, babe? If anybody has specific questions, it's $10 via Cashapp, Venmo, or PayPal. I have the little thing posted up there. And if you're just wanting a general, it is free. I feel like you're gaining a lot of spiritual strength, loyal to learn, if I can speak. I just see that. Loyal to learn. And I'm going to clear out this energy real quick once I finish shuffling these cards. And I also heard there's two sides to every story. Take it how it resonates for you. Maybe you're going through some kind of conflict that you don't know who to believe. It's kind of like there's one side of the story, there's somebody else's side of the story, and in the truth, there's the middle, is what I'm seeing. And I heard fine line and balance. All right. My nose is itching off. Hi, 312. Are you wanting a specific question or a general? 312. Okay, fabulous. I have you behind Jamie. Oh, it's 123. I apologize. I said that all. Dyslexia hit me in the face right there. My apologies. 123. 132. Holy shit! I am still off. I'm gonna get it right. 132. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right. We have that going. Ooh. Where is it? Okay. My hair is all kinds of a mess. I'm about to put it up. I always leave it down sometimes, and then I complain about it the whole time. So you think I would pin it back so it's not my face, but you know, maybe I'm hard-headed. I don't know. All right. We have loyal to learn. What do we have with loyal to learn? Spirit guides, guardians, ancestors. Who is it that loyal to learn needs to know? We have conflict and defeat, but it's sideways, like you're coming out of it. And we have patience and planning. And we have choose wisely. And on the bottom of the deck, we have mental conflict. But then we have hope, material and spiritual prosperity. But then we have memories of love and love begins. Ooh. I think you might be meeting somebody. That's cool. Let's see. What this has to do with is what I'm seeing. I feel like there's something that has happened to you in your past that you're overcoming. You see like hope, like you're being guided through it. This could have to do with financial matters. I feel like you might, like you're coming out of this, like you're running from something, but I see like you're running towards like a light, if that makes sense. You might have felt like there's just like a lot of, maybe you felt like a little bit defeated, or maybe you were running from the truth in some instance. But I feel like you're kind of just being really patient. You're planning what it is that you want. And there's a lot of choices coming your way, but you're not sure which choice to take. So let's dig into this a little bit further. I feel like I need to shuffle this one more time, and then we'll see what this is all about. All right. Seemed like it wanted to come out. It's the Page of Wands. Then we have the Hermit that flung out. I feel like because it flung out over the conflict and defeat, that you really went inside and analyzed something that you were going through. It's kind of like I heard, why this is me, or why me type energy, or why is this happening? I just heard, yes, why is this happening? Maybe you were thinking like, why is this happening? Or really analyzing what it was. Because then we have the Nine of Coins, but it was in reverse. I feel like you really need freedom in your life, right? I feel like you need excitement, like you're exploring something new. I feel that this is what you're coming out of. Like you're running, you might have ran down the stairs to run within, because that's where the Hermit fell on top of. But going within really opened you up. It's kind of like you closed off to open up, if that makes sense. Like closed one door to open the other one in front of you is what I'm seeing. And it's kind of like you really want to explore something new within your life. And you got this insight and contemplation, like it's really being guided by spirit. So you all of a sudden kind of had this eureka type moment. But there's a lot of choices coming up. I figured that maybe you were too obsessed with work, or you were working all the time, maybe spending your money on things you really didn't necessarily need to, kind of living beyond your means. And you figured out that was, if you cut back on a few things here, or cut back on something here, then that would open things up so that you could move forward. Live to learn. So we have the Four of Swords, and I just flung it. Sorry. Four of Swords, and it's under the Page of Wands. I feel that freedom makes you feel kind of like restored. It's like you need your rest. You don't like micromanagement. You need that freedom. And then we have the Moon. I feel like you've realized what was going on behind the scenes, and it's kind of like things might have been unclear, but it was something in your subconscious that you realized, and you realized you had to follow your intuition, especially like insight and intuition. It's like the Moon. It's kind of like reflecting within, right? And so I feel that maybe you've been contemplating a move, and maybe you made a change in some area of your life. And that's what's kind of making you feel restored and rejuvenated and opening up this new door. And so I feel like now you're just kind of planning out the things that you need to do. And then we have the Fool sideways. Sorry. So it's kind of like maybe you might have been reckless in an area or naive in an area, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're not falling into or being fooled by foolishness, is what I just heard. Because sometimes we have to grow, no matter what age we are. It's like we have to grow within a situation. And sometimes we're put in situations, and sometimes we're overthinkers, is what I just heard. And sometimes our overthinking is what puts us in that situation. It's because it's like you're thinking too hard and creating problems or making things difficult where they don't have to be. And then I also have the Two of Coins. So it's like you're learning how to prioritize things and how to adapt and how to balance out your finances and where you're spending and how to gain more finance in another area to go towards something else. But I feel like this is something that you were resisting because you couldn't really see at one point. It's kind of like reflect that reflection within yourself, like you got that insight because you had to go within, that way you could move on, because this is slightly sideways. So it's kind of like at one point in time, or you might be now kind of resisting the transition that's going on, but yet which direction you need to go. There's just like a lot of choices here. And then I also have the Magician, right? And it kind of came out sideways. So I feel like you're overcoming a situation, especially with the Fool, that maybe you were naive in a situation and you have a lot of choices, but you don't want to make the same mistake twice, is what I just heard. I hear that like you're really mastering that within yourself. Like you have this willpower. You're creating something new here. And that's what this transition is about. It's about you creating something new. I feel like you still have hope. It's not like you're feeling defeated. You're not moving on. It's like, you know, it's going to work out. You have this hope and you're working on creating what this is. But I still see that like you're tapping into that part of your brain that you haven't really explored before. I see it kind of opening up. But I mean, you were kind of confused at one point in time, or you might still be confused. And if you're still confused, it's because you're resisting the transition that needs. It's like, you know which way to go, but it's kind of like, do I really go that way? I don't know. I just seen it work. I don't know if you guys saw that. It went. I feel like you're getting like you're with this kind of naive, because we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Like you're able to overcome and recognize like manipulation or somebody that's being deceitful or all talk. Or maybe that's the choices that you are overcoming. It's kind of like maybe you're making a career change, or there's something in your career. Maybe you're just working too much, but yet you're kind of working hard, but not making the money for the amount of work that you're putting in. But there's a lot of choices that are coming in here. And that's how you came into this. It's like you're coming out of this somewhat naive, maybe reckless energy, maybe spending too much money on things that really didn't matter. And now you're placing your money somewhere else. I feel like you're really mastering yourself and creating something new here. And now you kind of recognize those manipulative energies around you. And that's what you were overcoming. That's what put you in this situation. So that way you can explore other options in your life and be free. Be free from that micromanagement type life. And it could even be like some people's families are overbearing and they try to micromanage and manipulate everything that you do and have their hand in it when it's not their life to live. So it's kind of like, I feel like you're planning out a whole new avenue. You're walking through a whole new door is what I'm seeing. It's like you're having this breakthrough and this clarity, like, all right, this is where I need to go. And you're cutting off all that crap that's no longer like positive within your mindset. It's like your mind's being sharpened like a sword is what I just heard. It's like, ching, you're moving on. It's kind of like a gift. It's like a sharp mind, a clarity. And that's where this Hermit, it's like the inner reflection that you did. You know, and I feel that now that you're not resisting this change, you see the things that are coming in and which way you need to go. And that's going to bring in like a lot of the things that you want, like prosperity and wealth and things of that nature. Like it's all coming in towards you. Because then we also have the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. It's like trusting your intuition. You know now, like what you needed to change, like within your subconscious. You gained this wisdom. And that's like really kind of like you're sitting on your throne, like you're really courageous, you're determined. I heard like you're going down a path that's like uncharted, like uncharted territory. It's like a whole new thing of what you're working on. And it's really ignited like this passion within you. And you've gained a lot of wisdom from this that you went through. And I think that this is, you know, on the Ace of Swords, it's like, you know, you're just really sharp-minded. Like this whole breakthrough of clarity and wisdom has come into you. You're trusting your intuition and you're determined. You're not going to let anybody detour your path, because underneath that is the Empress, right? So that's like, it's a beautiful new beginning. You're growing new things. You're nurturing. Maybe you might have a baby. I don't know, because that very well could be like nurturing yourself as well, you know, nurturing something else. Maybe you're getting a fur baby. I don't know. Maybe you're becoming one with nature. And this is what's bringing in this whole new insight. But I feel like it's divinely, like it's guided, right? It's kind of like your loved ones that have passed on. I see them with you, kind of whispering in your ear and guiding you in the directions that you need to go. And I feel like this is giving birth to a whole new option. It's like you're walking out the door and into a ray of sunshine. and you're just like you're free, right? Like the weight is lifted. You're just feeling like this overwhelming sense of freedom here. It's like you have now this new balance in your emotions, in your heart, and your mind. So you're not overly emotional about things, like you're thinking logical as well. It's that healthy balance between your mind and what you know and your emotions, and not letting your emotions go out of control. And it's also like, you're going to be set in those traditions, that new legacy. Maybe you're going to be out in society more, but I feel like it's this big connection that you're having with spirit. And that's what's helping to guide you on, because everything that's divinely guided is for your own. It's like you're getting your justice, and your justice was like, you needed to find that balance and to be able to cut off those things that aren't good, be able to listen and follow your heart and what it is that you want, right? Not being foolish and believing everything you're told, and not letting people manipulate you into doing the things that they want you to do. But now you're truly following your own path and where it is that you need to go. And that's what's bringing in this victory and success. It's like people are going to be recognizing you, and you're going to be, I see people applauding for you, and you're like on this stage and this podium and you're speaking. So maybe you're speaking your truth. You're getting recognized for it. You're making these big achievements that maybe people said that you could not do, but you're being recognized and applauded for it. Because I see you on the stage and you're like, thank you. And then everybody stands up and they just applaud. Full body goosebumps. So yeah, and it all comes from your hard work and your perseverance and following what you need to do, doing your due diligence and being meticulous in things and where you need to go, and not spending your money in areas that you don't need to spend your money, but kind of reanalyzing that. Not, if somebody asks you for a crap ton of money and you don't have, this as an example, you don't have that crap ton of money, or you might have it, but you have to pay rent, right? You're not sacrificing your needs that you have to do in order to make somebody else happy and comfortable. It's like you're making yourself, make sure that yourself is taken care of before spending outside of what it is that you know that you need to do. Because sometimes if you don't have it, you don't have it. You're no longer putting yourself in that jeopardy, because you're now following your path and where it needs to go, and you're being determined and courageous, and that's what's opening this door so you can walk through into the light. That's also going to bring in this great material and financial gain, but it's just not resisting that transition, right? And doing that reflection that it is within. So that's what I have for you, Miss Loyal to Learn. I can't see your picture. Let's see. All right. So let's get this all shuffled up. It's a pleasure to read for you. Thank you. All right, let's get this shuffled up, and then we'll clear the energy, and we're going to move on to Shema. I appreciate you guys being here today. Sorry for all my silence. I'm like, focus. I'm mixing up the cards. Oh man, that's funny. Shuffling for Shema. So does any of you guys have any big plans for the weekend, or are you guys just vegging? It's cold here, and it's normally warm, and I'm not liking it. Maybe I got spoiled because it's been warm the majority of the time. But this week and next week, it's going to be cold. And cold to me is like it's in the 30s, so I'm not digging it. But there's my little squirrel friend Rufus. He's standing at my back door. I made friends with the squirrel, and I named him Rufus. And I don't know, he comes by and says hi. And he likes his ears scratched. So he's like running by and looking in the back door, and he's like, "Are you gonna come out and play? Are you gonna talk to me today?" Hey SK, how are you? Welcome. I appreciate you being here. If you're wanting a personal question, I can, like, it's $10 via Cashapp, Venmo. It's pinned up there, PayPal. But generals are free. So if you want a general, that's absolutely free. Just let me know what you want. I appreciate you liking. Thank you very much. And you will be after 132 SK. All right, I got one more stack to get mixed up. Hey AAW, how are you, love? Are you wanting a read? All right, let me clear this energy, and then we will move on to Shayma. Oh, no, babe, I don't have Zelle. I used to, but I don't anymore because I changed my bank account because my other one kept getting broken into, and I guess it's not supported by Zelle, which is weird, but, you know, neither here nor there. I have Venmo, Cashapp, or PayPal. I feel like I need to draw a Monology card for you, Shayma. So I'm going to do that. Let me do my homemade flute. Okay, I'm bleeped. Oh no, I don't think it's supported yet because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, which that's what we're working on. So I'm very stoked about it. I think once you get 1,000 subscribers, they open up all that other stuff to you. So yeah, unrestricted. should open up a Cashapp. It's very convenient. I had to open one up because whenever I moved here long ago, that's the only thing anybody ever took. And so I was getting different things for the house because I up and moved with nothing, just like clothes, and that was it. And like all the furniture hadn't been delivered yet, but because I had to buy like all new furniture and crap. So I was going through was it Marketplace to get like TVs and things of that nature because it's cheaper and it's on the budget. I just up and left. One of my crazy life stories. And so yeah, that's the reason why I opened it, because everybody on, like at that time I had Zelle, but nobody had Zelle. So they only accepted Cash App, which is kind of an irrelevant story. But yeah. But it's proved to be like very convenient because that's what everybody uses. And also like, I guess Credit Karma bought Cash App or partnered with them. And that's what I used to always do my taxes through was Credit Karma. So then I had to do them through Cash App. So it turned out to be very beneficial because then it went straight to my Cash App and you like transfer it to your bank. So I don't know. So now like the whole app and where you do your your taxes and everything you have to go through. I remember I was having an anxiety attack because I'm one of those people. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I lose all my tax documents? Is it the same? Is it not? But it was the exact same thing. It's just, I guess Credit Karma wanted to get rid of the responsibility. I don't know. All right, we have Don't Let Your Pride Get in Your Way, Miss Shama. And that is full moon in Leo. And on the bottom, a win-win outcome is forecasted. What do we have for Shama? Shama. What does Shama need to know? We have obstacles and challenges. Then we have patience and planning in the reverse. And then we have transformation. And on the bottom, we have rejoice and celebration. And then we have the light and fertility, which is the Empress, and heart chakra and solar plexus chakra. All right, cool. I feel like there's an answer coming to you, but maybe you're not willing to see the answer. I feel like you're going through a lot of changes right now. There's some kind of obstacle that's in your path, but I feel like you have your spirit is with you because there's all these orbs around it. And I also feel that fireflies might be of significance to you. It's kind of like when you see a firefly, know that, your angels are near, like you're being guided. But I feel that things aren't as bad as they seem. Like sometimes the obstacles feel like you can't get over them. In reality, you can really just kind of step over it. Like it's not a far gap, but you look at what's beneath that gap instead of what's in front of you. I feel like you need to look at what's in front of you and you'll be able to step over it. It's like, I feel like there's something easy coming to you. I feel like maybe you're being kind of really impatient at this time and what you want, like kind of like you want it now. But this is all part of your transformation. It's kind of like seeing the bigger picture, but I do feel like you're going to overcome this challenge. I feel like you're going to have a huge celebration. And it's kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, like you're walking through a semi-dark space, but you can see that light. It's not completely dark. The light is there. You just have to keep following your journey and don't be afraid of what's in your path. I heard what is in your path isn't as scary as you think it is. It's kind of like in our minds. I see like sometimes things seem bigger and harder than what they actually are. Fears might be of significance to you for some reason. We have Ace of Cups, and it's kind of tilted. I feel that maybe you're overcoming a creative block, right? But I also feel like you just need to follow your intuition because you know which way to go. And maybe that could be the obstacle and the challenge. It's maybe you feel like you're creatively blocked, or you're blocked in some way. Something's being blocked for you. But just keep knowing that, also feel like new feelings are open up. I feel excitement. Like it's all right here, excitement. But you need to voice out what it is that you want. We have the Page of Cups reversed. I feel like you need to go after what you want. I heard don't be lazy, be committed. Don't let things stand in your way if there's something that you want, and don't put it off to the side. Like if there's something you wanted to do, let's say, I don't know, paint a picture for some reason, because I see you painting a picture. Maybe and then somebody asked you, hey, do you want to go out tonight? But you really just wanted to have like a glass of wine and paint a picture. Then or go shopping. You want to go shopping? You want to go out to eat? But really, instead of going and putting off what it is that you wanted to do, you need to stay home and paint that picture. Because then we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Moon and the Tower. So I feel like there's a big creative, because that's more like creativity, inspiration, having the willpower to move on as part of your transformation. I feel like you need the things that aren't clear are going to become clear, right? I feel like there's going to be like a sense of, I feel like you're being guided by spirit. Also, doves might be of significance to you. I feel like you need to follow your heart and also take spiritual baths, is what I just heard. Because sometimes we're really impatient and we just go, or sometimes we're working on something. We just get really frustrated and just like, whatever, and like walk away. But you need to keep on working on it. Sometimes you need to take a breath and step back for a moment and then go back to it. Just because you're frustrated, don't quit. Keep on going. Don't let distractions get in your way, right? Because your foundation is shifting for a reason. I heard put your crown back on your head and walk with pride, but not pride like being prideful, but being proud of yourself. Like, look at everything that you've done. Look at everything that you've accomplished. You can step over this hurdle. That just fell on the ground. I feel like you might be feeling smothered in some type of way, because it's the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like sometimes you feel like overwhelmed, like it's smothering you. Like you need, or don't be jealous of what other people have, but be happy with what you have in the present moment. Live in the now. And this is what's going to bring in you a celebration. Because you're going to see everything you have, everything you've accomplished, and know which direction to go. Follow your intuition. This is all part of your transformation, is learning this lesson. Sheena.
Motion detected at your front door.
Maybe somebody's going to surprisingly drop by your house with a message for you. Something's going to come in quick, right? Once you have this like insight, follow your intuition, because what is not clear is going to come to light. I feel like you need to be taking action and making those quick decisions and not procrastinating on your movement and what you need to do to move forward. Because what this is, this inspiration that's coming to you, this creativity, this thing that you have that you need to do that you've been putting off, you're going to have like a huge celebration from it on what it is that you want. You just don't need to be lazy in it. Because I know that things can be frustrating. Like, don't be impatient. But at the same time, you have to embrace the transformation and do what it is that you need to do. And that's what's going to bring in this celebration, like the win-win forecast, right? You're going to have new opportunities coming in to you. You're going to go on a whole new adventure. This is a gift to you. So you need to follow that gift and not put it off. Because when you put off something that's given to you by spirit, even if it's divinely guided, that's like telling the universe you don't want it, right? And so you don't want to end up by not taking action on something when you know that that's what you're feeling drawn to do, and by putting it off, that's like telling the universe you don't want it. So your blessing could be taken away. I feel like this whole opportunity is coming to you and your foundation is shifting so that way you can maintain the discipline to move forward into success. And I feel like it's like you're getting there's rapid action. You're having to make quick decisions. You need to move forward and take action on what it is that you want to do. And I keep hearing creativity. You are creating something that's going to be the foundations of your future, and it's going to be prosperous, right? So just keep maintaining self-control. Yeah. And keep moving forward. You need to stand within that willpower within yourself and creating what it is that you're working on, because there's magic all over this card, right? It's a magician. You are creating something, but you have to act on what that is that you're creating that is being given to you in those ideas. Because if you don't, you're going to be heartbroken and you're going to be crying because what you wanted, it was gifted to you and you didn't take action on it. So that it's like that opportunity is then going to be lost, and you don't want to lose that opportunity that's given to you. Because once you do, it's kind of like, it came out sideways. So you can be celebration, which is double confirmation on the celebration card, and you're going to have a secure home. Or it's like you might be feeling like you have a lack of support from somebody, right? Or someone, or maybe it's your family. Or maybe that's causing some home conflict because you're not going in the path that they want you to go, but you need to follow your own path and not be worried about it because they'll always be there, right? Don't let your family take advantage of you is what I just heard. Follow your dreams. Don't be disappointed by yourself because you're making huge strides. And don't be worried if somebody else is saying, oh, I'm disappointed in you, because I hear that, because it's not up to them. You need to keep that light within yourself shining, because it's like it's being gifted to you. It's being shown to you. Work on getting organized in what it is that you're working on, and don't worry about the group conflict. Don't worry about arguing. Don't worry about stay in your peace, because you don't want somebody to disturb your peace and make your vibration low. If people want to argue or be like, I'm so disappointed in you, be like, okay, well, I'm not disappointed in myself, because this is a whole brand new cycle for you, right? It's the death card. You're opening up new beginnings for yourself. You're having change for yourself. This is a whole transformation that you're undergoing, and it's going to have a positive outcome. If you need to ask for help, then ask. Don't let pride get in your way. It's like that ego. It's that masculine side. Sometimes we need to humble down. And that's what's going to bring in this, winning outcome for you. And that's full moon in Libra. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, but underneath that is you're very close to achieving your goals. And then confidence is the key to your success. It's a lot of Leo energy. So keep going on what it is that you want and what you're striving for, and make that forward movement. Don't put it off any longer, because this is for you. So go for it. That's what I have for you. Thank you, Shema. Why am I not able to speak today? And then next we have Gemini love. That was a great read. All right, let's get these shuffled in, and then we'll clear the area, and we will move on to Gemini love. Feel there's a prize coming in your way, and it's going to lead to a lot of celebration and full joy within your heart, because it's joyful, it's successful, it's celebrating. It's the sun. It's the happiest card in the thing, and it's going to be out of the blue, a huge surprise. It's going to be coming in your way, Gemini love. Be wary of winning at all costs sneaky people in your life. Don't be fooled by other people's trickery. And there's the sun again. It's the key to your success. I heard, trust what people show you, not what they tell you. Don't be disappointed because things are changing. They're changing for a reason. I was just told I need to do your reading like this, so I'm going to change up for your reading, but I am going to take a drink of water real quick. All right, Gemini love, let's keep going. I feel like you're mastering something. There's a creations coming your way. I feel like there's rapid action. Something's moving in towards you. And I feel like it's something that you are creating is moving in towards you. What is it that she's creating? We have the Death and 3 of Cups. I feel like you're ending cycles, what is beginning and what is changing, what you're creating. You're creating new friendships, right? You're creating your own happiness. You're creating a joyous environment for yourself and no longer dealing with nonsense is what I just heard. Because that's what's going to bring in this success for you. You have to have a calm environment and a happy environment in order to flourish. I feel like you need to be careful on what you're spending things on. Be frugal, but don't be too frugal to where you don't enjoy life. That's what I heard. You're going to bring in a celebration by working hard. I feel like you're taking on like a lot of responsibilities right now, but these responsibilities are working through your future. I feel like possibly you're possibly getting involved in things in your community, but I also feel like you might be possibly working towards a new home or your own home, maybe owning a home. And that came out again, working hard. I feel like you're releasing the burdens that held you back. You're becoming very accomplished. You're taking on a lot of responsibility because you have the 10 of Wands and also the Knight of Coins. It's very responsible in everything that it does. You're being efficient in the processes that come along your way. And that's releasing the burdens that are on you because you're also becoming very accomplished. I feel like maybe it's like you had a burden of like gathering up a lot of stuff, getting things put in place, right? Having this plan. It's been really kind of hard and stressful, but you're becoming like, it's now like it's done. You've completed that, right? And so now you're working on where it is that you need to go. I feel that, you're like being very kind of tactful. You're being very strategic in the moves that you make. That way you can move along and it's like you're no longer going to be suffering here. But I do see a lot of anxiety from things that you went through. Maybe you went through a traumatic situation, but you're looking ahead. I see a lot of expansion in what this is. I see a lot of like growth within yourself. Maybe you're expanding yourself. Maybe you're expanding a business idea, but whatever it is, like you're looking ahead and you're moving on towards the future and you're no longer sitting within the past. I feel like you're really tapping into that mental energy that you have and understanding the energy that's around us. But I also feel like you're being kind of curious and you're exploring. I feel like you're going to meet some new people and that's going to create a partnership. There's going to be a really great connection here with the 2 of Cups, and that's going to bring in some rapid movement that's going towards your growth because I heard rapid growth again. But I do feel like there is some decisions that you're going to need to make. You're going to need to make them quickly. And that's what's going to change this. It's like you're beginning a new cycle. And then we also have, that's the Death card. So that's a lot of change. And you're really steering. I hear you like you're holding the reins. You're really driving that car where where it needs to go. Maybe you're getting a new car. Maybe you're moving on to, maybe it's a new home. But it's whatever it is that you're moving towards, it's going to be successful here. You need to show people a little bit more compassion and stay calm whenever you get angered. Don't be quick to anger is what I just heard. And just be comfortable within your own skin. Because I just heard the skin you're in, and they're like, you know, putting lotion on their skin, like really taking care of yourself and what it is that you need. I feel like you're going on a whole new adventure. There's the Ace of Wands. You're being fearless. You're taking action on what this is. I also see you being generous to others. Maybe you're giving like charity. Maybe it's just advice to other people. I feel like you might be sharing your story with somebody like now or in the near future, and that ends up helping them. But it's finding the balance within yourself. You're no longer insecure at where you're at, and you're taking a stand and standing up for yourself. And this is bringing in good fortune for you. It's kind of like, I'm eating my hair. Luck is on your side. You just need to trust it, right? I feel like you're no longer going to be suspended. You need to release those burdens. You need to release what it is that makes you quick to anger, because that's no longer serving you. Just release whatever has happened to you in the past that might have like gave you some trauma or make you feel like maybe you're not good enough, because I see you like pushing back and thinking that you're not good enough. You need to open up your arms and accept what is being given to you and just stand determined. Like go for that, what is like you're really passionate about, and stand courageous within your own. Don't like trap yourself, because your inner happiness is what matters. I feel like your dreams are going to come true, and you're going to fulfill those dreams. You're going to be comfortable with the skin you're in. You're going to be helping people, whether it's your voice or actually like maybe doing charity work, and that's what makes you happy. Just keep working hard. I feel like you've taken responsibility for your actions and things that you've done in the past, and that's what's bringing on like this transformation and this good karma that's coming into you. All right, let's shuffle these up, because there is a whole new adventure that you're going on. It's a new opportunity. That new opportunity could be moving to a new house. I mean, maybe you need to move. Maybe you're feeling drawn to move to like a new country or like a new city, a new state. But it'll be beneficial to you if that's what you're feeling drawn to do. It's just moving forward and what your heart is feeling desired to do. That's going to be your ultimate happiness, and being brave and standing strong in it and not doubting it. What do we have for Gemini love? We have the Sun card again. You know, the Sun cards come up for you 4 times. When you have some kind of mischievous or sneaky energy around you, because this card's come up twice too. Once you get that out is when you're going to feel ultimate happiness. You don't need people that are just negative around you. Cut out the negative people in your atmosphere or in your reality, because all they're doing is trying to take you off your path that you're guided to go. Maybe you need to move out of a relationship or totally disconnect from a relationship that you were once in. This could be love or friendship wise, because I did see like a whole new amount of like friends, like a whole new friends group, a whole new, like a new beginning, like totally friends, atmosphere, and otherwise. I heard don't be scared to jump. That jump will set you free. What do we have for Gemini love? I feel like you've like really mended some childhood wounds, and you've been doing a lot of healing. I feel like I'm getting really hot. You have somebody around you that's like installing memories of you from your childhood that possibly needed to be healed, but also happy memories as well. And those happy memories that you're having, you could be dreaming of them. It's that's what's giving you the clarity and what you need to do. I feel like that's that's giving you the ideas. I feel like you're having random ideas that might be popping in your head of what you want to do. You kind of feel restless, but yet you know that something kind of has to give. But I feel like these memories are, you're going to go somewhere and it's going to feel very familiar to you and you don't know why. This is because like if a place you go to, like where you're at doesn't feel like home, but some other place does, move in that direction. Because that's what's going to bring you a breakthrough. I feel like it's being given to you by somebody that has like passed on, like you're being guided, you're being helped. Trust your dreams because they're guiding you. And if you need to, because sometimes our dreams might seem scary, but they're really not. They're guidance. You need to look up the meaning of those dreams that you have, that you wake up out of the blue, write them down, and then look up the different meanings of the different things within those. Those are guidance. Anything else for Gemini love? Yeah, you need to cut off things and make these choices that might seem difficult. And I feel like with this also, you need to cut out some people in your life. That's what's going to make you secure and make you feel secure. I feel like maybe you're kind of searching for like, what's my purpose, where I need to go, but you have these beautiful daydreams and they're just like ultimately happy and it's like stable, but it's not currently where you're at. You need to follow those. Or do your shadow work. There's still things not seen or that you don't want to face that you need to heal. And that's where the new opportunity is going to come in, right? You're going to go on a new adventure. And again, you're going to have expansion. You're going to have this rapid growth that's going to come in. And what you want is being divinely guided by spirit. Just keep having faith. And I feel like you're going to be rejuvenated after this. And you're going to be celebrating. You just got to cut some of those people out of your life. I feel like a light is being shine on you, like you know which way to go. I feel like you've been praying for the answer and the answer is being given to you. And I feel like this answer, like it's going to be really prosperous. It's going to be fruitful. It's like birthing of a new beginning. Maybe you become pregnant. I don't know. But it's like you're giving birth to something magical. Just keep on working on like healing your solar plexus chakra is what I see. You need to kind of work on clearing that out a little bit. And really being focused on like where it is you're drawn to go. Because I see like somebody tugging at your heart, but you're kind of resisting. And that doesn't necessarily tugging at your heart in order that not necessarily like relationship or anything like that. But it's like you're feeling drawn to go somewhere. That's where you need to go. Clear out your solar plexus chakra, this double confirmation, heart chakra and solar plexus chakra. I feel like you need to do some meditating and, your wishes are going to come in. Just love yourself, like really love yourself. Pour into your own cup and don't be worried about, everything else or what people might think. It's like kind of you got to pour into your own because you can't keep pouring out and expect to still have something. You have to pour into yourself as well. And that's where this wish fulfillment is going to come in. I feel it's going to ignite a passion within you. But sometimes you just have to wait because I see the waiting game, but don't wait too long and take authority over your life because this is what's guided by the universe and stand in that spiritual strength because you were being guided. Or you have a strong backbone and the firm foundation. You're going to be creating this firm foundation that's going to be bringing you to this new beginning. And that's what I have for you. All right. Get these mixed up. And next we have Bat and Co. We'll do AAW. I got you. You're going to have a celebration coming in soon, that and co. And it's the Ten of Cups just fell out as well. I feel like this is going to be like a dream come true in some instance within your family. And I also see a bunch of children playing. Maybe a new baby's going to come. Maybe a new grandbaby or something. But it's going to bring you like true like inner happiness and kind of peace within. But I feel like it's going to be kind of a surprise. All right, stand strong in your power and don't let conflict get in your way. That and go. Let's get these nice and mixed up. For that and go. Do it one more time. All right. And I'm going to get these mixed up. Put these on my salt rock real quick. Kind of clear out the energy. I have a ton of Himalayan salt around because I carved candle holders out of it. And plus it's really great for like balance and grounding and that spiritual like energy to keep it like safe. You know what I mean? It's great for your home to keep like negativity out. But I also use one of the huge salt blocks to cleanse my cards. TMI, I know. I heard a song the other day, and it's called Two Sides. It's by Masego. But I also found out this Masego, which is one of my favorite artists ever, and he's a Gemini. And it was talking about the two sides of Gemini. That might be of significance to you. Maybe you need to listen to that song, Matt and Co. Masego's the ish. My favorite. I feel like there's a new beginning that's going to be very successful for you. Or something new is beginning. I don't know. Some new adventure. Get these mixed up. I'm going to clear the energy after this. Yeah. Maybe you're watching Lion King with somebody because I just heard Mufasa. Woo! Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. Maybe the name is significant to you. I just saw a dog. Maybe I have a dog named Mufasa or have in the past. Could just be watching the cartoon. I don't know. Maybe it's significant to somebody that's close to you. I don't know, but you'll know. That and color. All right. Put that over there. Almost done. Okay, I'm gonna do my homemade bleep and I'm gonna clear this energy. I love this Palo Santo because I soak it in dragon's blood and it just smells so good. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Oh man, that's really going. I guess there's a lot of energy in here. Holy moly. Oh, AEW, I apologize. Oh, thank you, Audrey. All right. I'm going to get you right after. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to get you right after that and co. I do apologize. So we're going to switch and do that and co because I've already started, and then we'll do AAW. And then next will be Jamie. All right. Hold on. I'm going to look funny, but I got to get my hair out of my face. All right. Let's get down to it. What do we have for that and co? What just fell out for no reason? We have movement, choices, and decisions. But I'm going to put that back in, and if it comes out again because it just kind of fell out when I was getting ready to shuffle. So I feel like you might be moving forward, but there's multiple decisions of which you can go. And I see family for some reason, that and co. Like I have a picture of like everybody's sitting in a living room. You're sitting in a recliner. Do you have a recliner, that and co? But I see like little ones playing around, kind of like running around, but you're speaking with a couple of other people or somebody else in the room. I don't know. And it's kind of like you guys are talking something out, making a plan, maybe to go somewhere. I heard go. It'll be fun. Okay. That and co. All right. What do we have for that and co? Hey, Stacy B. That and co. We have choose wisely. And we have foundations and achievement, but it kind of came out sideways. I feel like you're working on growing something, maybe a family environment. I kind of feel like your family is growing for some reason. And we have stand your ground. But also there was conflict and power. Or don't be defeated, stand in your power, stand your ground. Trust that Leo energy because it's it's divinely guided by the universe. And we have third eye and truth. I feel like you know the truth of a situation because you can see it. I feel like whenever you're manifesting, you're getting shown things from the universe. This is where that balance is coming in. It's like this justice, this truth is coming in that you kind of already knew, but it's just being kind of like it's being clarified. And I also feel like there's a lot of choices within this that you're going, but spirit is guiding you. I heard red birds might be of significance to you. Trust what is being said. and where you're being guided. I feel like something might be rocky, possibly with that within the home, but I feel like you're achieving a lot because there's also like the rainbow here. Like everything's going to turn out okay. It's going to be sunny. Just keep standing your ground of what you know and what you're shown. And kind of encourage somebody. Somebody around you might feel kind of defeated at the moment, or there might be like some conflict going on. Maybe an argument happened, but stand within your power and help somebody rise up is what I just heard. And I heard, because then you will be blessed. What is going on with that and co? What is it that and co needs to know? Please elaborate. Also heard this could be now or in the near future that this is happening. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. There's going to be some obstacles and delays. I feel like you're kind of frustrated with something that's going on. It has something to do with the decisions and where you're being guided. Like maybe it's not coming in quick enough, or you're just not sure which way to go. It's because there's something that's going on, like it's not moving forward quick enough. It's kind of like some idea that somebody brought up to you. It's kind of like you're not really enthused by it. It's not like, I heard it's not a bright idea. You're just kind of like, and trying to give somebody advice is what I see. But it's just right now, like something isn't moving forward. It's like you're working towards a common goal, but like you haven't achieved it yet. And it's frustrating you because it's just not moving quick enough. But I see that there's going to be change coming in with the Death card. Just keep standing your ground because that's what's going to bring in this change. But don't stand your ground in a rude way is what I just heard. You can stand in your power, but do it in an uplifting way. Like give somebody different options that would better suit them versus being like, in a way that was someone instead of like voicing your ideas and what you know from your wisdom, but doing it in a way that somebody wouldn't get defensive, like kind of like make it like you're bouncing ideas off of them and how to come out of the situation. It's kind of like you say things in a way that will cultivate them to make them kind of feel like they had the eureka idea. Does that make sense? Like they had the like implanted in their head to where it's kind of like it's their idea, but it's not that way. Like in a way that it'll make them more receptive, and that's what's gonna get out of that situation. Because I feel like somebody feels like they have to have all the power and like they're being dominant, and that's what's keeping this stagnant. But justice is going to come in. But I feel like something's like dishonest, something's unfair. That's when you're frustrated. Like, you know, somebody's being dishonest with you. And that's what these choices are. It's kind of like you can go this way or you can go this way, but don't lie about it is what I just heard. Like, it's not a big deal. Just don't lie about it. Whatever you're doing is okay. We all go through stuff. But there's no reason to lie because I'm here for you. That's what I'm hearing in my head. You know, I feel like somebody feels like they need to be dominant in this situation. Like they need to have the power. But you don't always have to be dominant. And that's what's creating like kind of this chaos. Maybe somebody has an anger problem or things are just kind of chaotic right now. It's kind of like it's unclear, but I feel that somebody needs to work on sharing what it is. Like share the power is what I just heard. Be generous to others. And that's where it's going to come in. Maybe it's somebody needs to be generous within the family. But I feel like somebody feels like they're always kind of just like stuck. Like you're always sacrificing something. You're always stuck. But at the same time, with the Ace of Wands, it's like you're moving into this new way to inspire somebody is what I just heard. There's going to be something new created out of this. And that's what the new beginning is going to come. But somebody needs to learn how to control their anger. Somebody might be a hothead because I see a teacup and it's going, and you got the steam coming out of the teacup, like the old fashioned teacups that make the loud noise when the steam comes out. That's what I hear. Somebody might shake whenever they get mad because they just get overly mad. And that's not good for you. It's bad for your heart is what I just heard. Somebody might have high blood pressure, but I see you working and building with somebody. It's kind of like three's company right here. But I also feel like somebody feels like two's company, three's a crowd is what I just heard. But at the same time, I see you guys working through something. Somebody might be sad and kind of standing alone. And then two people might be like here chatting together, like working through stuff. And then I see somebody saying, come here, sit down, let's talk. This conversation needs to be had to clear the air is what I just heard. And the situation is being brought together so that the truth can come out and that people can be freed. It's like mending a family dynamic, clearing the air to truly heal and repair. Because I feel like, somebody is just, they go to extremes on things, but they don't realize that they're going to extremes. It's like one extreme or the other. And maybe you recognize this. And so it's kind of like a come to Jesus meeting. It's like you're trying to let somebody know, but maybe you need to let them know in a different way. That way they're more receptive to the wisdom that you're giving them. Because I feel like there's like this, it's like the balance with the temperance. It's guided, it's by spirit, right? And so you need to come at them in a way that's kind of more caring. It's like that find the middle road, the equal balance, especially if you know the way this person is going to react. It's like conforming. It's kind of like when you speak to a child is what I see. And you know how the way you speak to a child to get them to understand what it is or the correction or the path they need to go, it's different than you speak to an adult. It's kind of like you need to break it down to a child's level. But don't talk to them like a baby. But it's like breaking them down and showing that compassion to kind of have them have that understanding. But, a child is kind of like whenever you speak to them, it's like, okay, well, this and this and this and this happened, right? Okay, well, how can we work together to make it better? Or here's some ideas, or, what if we bounce some ideas off each other? Or what if we go do this together and help build that family dynamic and make somebody feel like, I feel like somebody needs to feel more accepted, like maybe they're not feeling accepted for some reason, or they're not feeling heard is what I feel, because I see somebody screaming like, but not literally, but it's like they feel like they can't be heard or they can't talk because my throat is tightening up. They need to feel able to speak, but without judgment. And this is going to bring on a really like a huge celebration. Like there's a lot of clarity that's going to be coming in through this. And I feel like somebody's just like really big, like trust God, trust your ancestors, trust spirit to guide you through it. Or to engulf the words that you're being told. And it's kind of like I see a bird regurgitating, like regurgitate them how like spirit would talk to you in a kind way. And that's what's going to make this person listen. That's what's going to bring on this movement. That's what's going to make this person feel like they're heard. They're not frustrated. Like you're not feeling stuck. You're not feeling like it's not moving, because there's something within it. Like somebody might have some, I don't know, animosity from a childhood, or maybe it's a child that you're dealing with that may just be kind of rebellious at this time. You just got to change the way that you're speaking to them, so that they have more of an understanding versus putting a wall up, because I feel like somebody might be being kind of foolish, but yet they're being guided. And sometimes people just need to embrace the innocence of what's going on. Or maybe somebody might be being foolish because they are young and they are innocent, or maybe they have a young mindset. And so you have to speak to them in a way that's going to kind of be on their level of understanding. It's that emotional control that somebody needs to learn and not just jump off. It's that nice balance between your head and your heart. Like think before you speak is what I just heard. Maybe somebody's in the process of learning that, or maybe somebody might be being like, you might be frustrated with them. And so you just want to lash out. It's like that dad coming out is what I hear. And getting on to somebody. But the way you need to get onto them is in a more caring manner, in your words. And that's where you're going to get the response that you want. That's going to totally change this around that what you guys are celebrating. Just follow your heart, and you'll know what to do. Or follow your heart and everything's going to be okay. Speak from your heart. I feel like your work isn't going to be not rewarded. Keep working hard and take responsibility for your actions, or maybe somebody else needs to, and you need to show them a way. Somebody could have be really obsessive. I heard compulsive. Maybe somebody has a compulsive disorder and the way that they do things, and they're really just off hinged, like the one extreme or the other type of thing. And maybe that's what they need help with and working through. But nothing we do will not be rewarded as long as it's done in love, because somebody just needs to learn that self-control, and that's where the success is going to come in. Because I feel like you're going to have the world. This is like your heart's going to be healed. There's going to be a lot of harmony. I feel like it's like wish fulfillment, and that's what's going to come in from this. It's going to be a lot of love and excitement is what I'm heard. And you're going to be relieved. It's just going to be really happy. You're going to feel harmony. You're going to feel complete. And that's what I have for you. That and Co. I hope that resonated. That was a different read, but a positive read. I dig it. It's like a breakthrough in a situation that had been kind of stale and not moving, because somebody might be hard-headed. Aw, I'm glad. I look a hot mess now. I'm gonna have to do something with this hair. It looks like I rolled out of bed and I just went. Get this nice and mixed up, and then we'll clear the energy. And next we have AAW. I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. Every time I do personal reads, it makes my face so oily. I don't know what it is, but it's like when I'm channeling, it's like it's really odd, huh? But at least I know I'm not the only one, because I was speaking to Auntie Thick. I absolutely love her. Maybe you guys should check her out. She's a psychic, and I love her to death. So you guys need to go check her out. But anyways, we have our psychic meetings for the group on Wednesday. And I was like, does your face get super oily when you read? Because for some reason, I just... It's like I come in and I'm all put together and took time on my makeup and everything, putting on my war paint, because that's what I call it, my war paint. And then it's kind of a little bit in, it's just like, it looks like I went and ran 2 miles or something with makeup on. That's funny. Love you too, That and Co. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. What, Josiah? I have a few more. And then we'll go. That's my spawn number 2. What'd you do? What'd you do? Huh? Oh. Thank you, Davey. You're welcome, Davey. All right. get this. Nice and mixed up. Keep having that song stuck in my head. I don't know why, but it just popped back in my head. Just the two of us. There's somebody on here that song is very significant to them. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Because I think the last read, that song was stuck in my head. For some reason, it kept popping back in my head. Something for AAW. All right, last shuffle for this. I'm going to get the other ones mixed up. I think I'm going to pull a Moonology card for you because I feel like I need to. You might see ones a lot here lately for some reason. I saw 1 and then 11 or 2s might be significant to you, AAW. I feel like you're doing a lot of balancing and clearing out of your chakras and the things that you need to do. You're becoming balanced. I feel like you're really tapping into your manifestation skills or working on it. I feel like you're going to meet somebody and it's going to bring in more material gain. Like you're going to grow something together. Like creating a partnership of some sort. But I feel like it's on the business stance. Like having to deal with work. I feel as long as you keep following your intuition, you know which way to go as far as this partnership and what direction to take on partnerships and alliances. Your intuition is on point. Don't ignore it, girl. That's what I just heard. Whoever said it's really spicy. You have somebody in your family that's passed away that was really spicy. Like, you know what to do. Don't ignore it. But like in a good way. Not like a hasty type of way. Not like in a fighting type of way, but they're just really like saucy, you know? Like a very vibrant personality. Oh, your mom? Oh, that's so awesome. Did she talk like that? You know what to do, girl. Follow your intuition. It's giving me chills all right here. All right, I'm going to wait to take that because I want to clear the energy before I pull cards. but something you might feel disrupted or disconnected somehow. But something new is about to begin that's going to be really fruitful for you. Let me shuffle this one more time. I just heard we have a strong backbone because that's how we were raised. What'd you say? I love it, AEW. Spicy. She's saucy. All right. We have this. I'm going to take one of those too. Let me do my homemade bleed and get a drink of water. I gotta do something with this fur. My fur is all on my way. I guess that's a little bit better, kind of, sort of, maybe. No? I just heard let your hair down. So I'm going to let it down and call it a day. Hold on. I don't need any flags. I can see somebody getting offended. So I made my homemade bleed. All right, I'm going to clear this energy. Oh, you like it? Thank you. Hey, Darcy. Give me just a moment. We got a couple people in front of you. But I also have to take my son to the phone store because I promised. Because his phone broke. For some reason, he dropped his phone and the whole front screen just popped off. It's not broken. It's not shattered. It's not cracked. It's just popped off. Tell me that's not weird. Okay. I feel like I have somebody standing right beside me, leaning over my shoulder like this. Like with their chin on the back of my head, just kind of like looking over. I don't know if somebody used to do that to you, but that's how I feel. Like maybe when you were little, like watching over. Is that how she used to pose? Oh, I dig it. Because that's what it feels like. But like on the back of my head right here. Just kind of. But smiling. I guess your mama's here. She got something for you to know. I don't know what that is, kerosene. Aw, she's with you, babe. All right. Okay, I'm ready. What do we have for AAW? Maybe that's when that song was coming in. Was that song significant to you, AAW? Just the two of us. I just got bottom of the body goosebumps. We can make it if we try. We have step out of your comfort zone. And that's stepping into your north node. I feel like you need to do a little bit of research. I feel like maybe you've been walking a little bit in your south node. And a romantic cycle begins. And step into your north node and really trust where it is you're being led to go. I just heard, I got you. I feel like I just need to pull from this deck for some reason. So that's what I'm going to do. We have for AAW. Or something we need to know. Something that somebody doesn't want to get out. Excuse me. your mom have troubles with her throat for some reason? I have stepping into your Empress power, that fertile power. We have for AW. All right, sometimes becoming what you're supposed to become, we have to become uncomfortable. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable because that's what's going to make you grow. I was heard, you're beautiful, honey. That could be why. Because that's why, like, it just feels like real dry. Like I'm kind of hot and then coughing. Like my throat's really like just dry. Like I am parched. I can sit here and drink my whole cup of water. And we have the 8 of coins. You're becoming the woman you're supposed to be. And I'm very proud. The Star card. And we have the High Priestess. This is really cool. The Hierophant and the 3 of Coins. Then we have the Queen of Cups. All right, don't live with regrets because there's nothing for you to regret. The 4 of Cups. It didn't come out, but it wanted to come out. You need to quit worrying about what other people think and learn to choose happiness and accept the reality that you're in. Because there's nothing that you've done wrong. 2 of Wands. Everything happens as it should, is what I just heard. I feel like this has to do with emotional healing. Because my heart's like fluttering. It's kind of like you kind of have a nervous stomach, but it's kind of like anxiety, like your heart is fluttering. And your heart's kind of like choked up in your throat. It's like you don't know how to heal and how to overcome something. Some reason I see like maybe a sense of guilt or like it makes you nervous. It's like you need to follow your intuition. Maybe you knew something was wrong before it happened. Because I just feel like a lot of anxiety, like you're choked up, like all the way into the pit of your stomach. We have the Lover's card. There's some choices coming your way that you need to accept. And there's also going to be some form of justice pulling out. And we have Justice and the Ace of Wands. And then we also have the Chariot sideways. I feel like you feel like you're lost, like you don't know which way to go. Like you're stuck. There's something that you need to release. And I feel like that release needs to be within your heart. I feel like you need to step out of your comfort zone and step into what it is that you know you're supposed to be doing because you're not alone here. With the Empress card, it's like you have spirit all around you, right? I feel like you're being nurtured from afar, but you can feel, I feel like you can feel somebody around you. Don't feel that you're being selfish in areas because you're not. I heard you're a beautiful woman and you're going to be just fine. You need to nurture yourself a little bit more. That's what I feel. I feel that the things that you've been wanting and you're looking for, like you kind of feel like are not good enough, or you have some kind of feelings of like regret around the situation. But I feel like, you know, keep following your passion. Don't give up your dreams because of a situation. And I heard it's like, don't make a permanent decision off a temporary situation. Keep having hope and faith because you're going to be rejuvenated. You need to work on stepping out of your comfort zone and things like be comfortable being uncomfortable. Follow your intuition and your wisdom. I feel like things are being fed to you and your subconscious or while you sleep. And those ideas are being given to you, and you need to follow those, like, you know which way to go. I feel like once you go inside, like maybe you need to meditate, or answers are coming to you in your dreams, or they'll come to you when you meditate. Like, you're going to hear what it is you need to know, or you're going to have a visualization. Don't cut yourself off from the world. Keep being a beautiful butterfly is what I just heard. That might be significant. And follow your insight and your intuition, because you're being shown a different way, but it's giving you insight into your life's future. Then we have the Three of Coins. So I feel like maybe you've been shutting yourself off from the world. You need to get back out there and spend time with your friends, and really build with people. There's some kind of new teamwork that's coming in. And I feel like you just need to kind of take time and breathe and contemplate. Don't cross my legs. With things that you are. I feel like there's been a lot of situations just like you don't feel calm, you don't feel settled. But I feel at the same time, because we have the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups, like you need to nurture your heart and release those energies that need to be released, and follow your wisdom. Don't feel guilty over things. Keep working hard on your money and being meticulous on the idea that's been given to you while you were in solitude. I feel like there's some kind of insight that's been given to you. But then we have the Two of Wands sideways. Don't fear change, because change is the beginning. Like, it's a new beginning. This change is good. I heard you need to go out and take the world by storm. Because your dreams are going to be true. Like, I feel like you have like this angel with you. You're being looked over, possibly. I feel like it is your mother, and she's giving you this like rejuvenation. I feel like you're going to come into a rejuvenation of faith, right? And it may be spiritual faith, or it may just be faith within yourself. I feel like you need to come to an understanding with what has happened, and know that it's happened for a reason, and you're not alone. You're being watched and given ideas and being seen. Just keep working on like kind of healing your heart, because that healing, it takes time. But you're gonna, like, I heard you're gonna see me again. But then we also have the Lover's card, which is like you have all these choices that you can take, and there's like a union, a love. It's like two souls. Like, you're never truly without somebody, because right now it's like this is a temporary situation, especially like in life. Life is temporary. Your body is temporary, but we ourselves, we are souls, we are spirits, and we're only engulfing this body for a short moment of time, and then we move on to our true journey, right? But I feel like your journey on this earth is going to be very fruitful, and you need to accept the ideas that are coming, because you're being guided. But I also want you to know that I'm going to say it exactly as I hear it, that I am always here for you, and I want you to go on. I want you to live a good life, because we're going to see each other in the next world, which is the internal world, and that's where we will move on together, because this is the temporary part of life until we move on to our future part, and what we're meant to do and where we're meant to be. That's like our forever home, our forever happiness is what we move into. And it's kind of like, I'm okay and I'm happy, and things might have been sudden, but don't have any regrets from the situation that happened, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's okay to cry and be sad, but don't live in sadness forever, and don't take it on with you. I feel like you need to be fair to yourself, especially with the Justice. And I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough of clarity, because the Justice is also balance. The Justice is also clarity. Maybe balancing like justice, just a life justice, an outcome that you need. I feel like that clarity is definitely coming into you. And I feel like you just feel like maybe you have a lack of direction, a lack of discipline, just like the loss of like a willpower of something that you once loved and you wanted to go for, because you kind of just feel like stuck. I feel like you need to release old energies, because there's going to be a celebration coming into you. You need to mend your home and bring in that celebration. Walk away from everything that is no longer serving you, is not good for you. Don't stay in something that you should not be staying in. There's something that you need to leave behind. And I feel like it's these emotions of I hear like I need to do something. There's something that I should have done. There's something I could have done. There's nothing you could have done. Everything turned out how it should have done. So I feel like you need to start being efficient and working hard on those dreams that you had, and don't give up on your dreams, because there's a new opportunity coming into you, and you're going to be working with new people and meeting new people, and just know that your family's around you and you're being guided. You're going to be guided into some new opportunity that's going to be very prosperous and coming into you. You're going to have like a whole new community, and you're going to be happy again. Don't fake it to make it. Be it. Live your life, because you only have one life to live, right? Live for the moments that take your breath away. And that's what I have for you, Miss AAW. That was good. I like it. Step out of your comfort zone. Go be you. Meet some new people. Shake it up a little. I saw that. Maybe you might go salsa dancing. Maybe you need to. Get that energy flowing. Somebody just moved my table outside because I heard it scoot across the back porch. It's normally the table I put my wood planks on to cut them for artwork. So somebody just left because I don't have any animals or anything anymore. So there's no reason it should have moved unless somebody bumped into it and left. I also heard good job, baby. So if you think you're not doing things correctly, you're doing good. Just keep healing. It takes time. Are you? That's awesome, AEW. Go shake your booty. Get that energy moving. Make you feel good. Get out there. Go meet some new people. All right. Jamie. The Two of Swords just came out. I feel like maybe you've cut somebody off that needed to be cut off. That was no longer good for your soul. Jamie, Jamie, Jamie. You know what song I just heard? You guys remember that song? I don't know if it's significant to you or somebody might have sang it to you in the past, Jamie. Jamie, Jamie, boo baby, banana, fana, boo baby, me, my baby, Jamie. So that might be of significance to you. Let's see. I'm being blinded. I'll see the light. Thank you, Jamie. Let me get this stuff nice and shook up. And then after Jamie, it'll be 132 and then SK. This kid reminds me of, there's this character in a movie, and his name was SK. I don't remember what movie it was. Maybe it was a TV show, but I do remember SK quite vividly. There's something you need to stand in your power about and stand in your ground, stand in your truth, possibly speak your truth, or just stand firm in what it is that you know and what you believe in, Jamie. Or don't fall into temptation because it sounds good for the moment. Again, put this over here. Put this up. And shuffle this for Miss Jane. Does your wrist sometimes get tired? Like kind of achy maybe, like in here? So that's what I'm feeling. I don't know why that's of importance, but okay. I'm going to clear our area. Heard you need to let your hair down and breathe a little. Maybe you've been being too uptight in a situation. You need to relax a little bit. Enjoy life. Okay. 1 second. Let me do my homemade bleep. We'll be right back. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. My computer's doing something funky. All right, let go and let loose, Jamie. Let me get this situated. Ooh, I hope it doesn't fall off. Don't fall off, please. Okay. All right. Isn't you're left-handed? Yeah. Okay. I just choked on my water. I feel led to ask, did somebody drown that's related to you, or maybe you almost drowned whenever you were younger? I don't know why, but I felt like I should ask that. That's what I heard in my head. What do we have for Miss Jamie? And then also, is 132 still in the room, or is SK still in the room? Could you guys just let me know in the chat or put like an emoji or something? Jamie. We have recognition and reward and transformation. I feel like you've been doing a lot of transformation. I feel like it's self-transformation because you've had transformation in another read that I've done for you. I heard you're growing your spiritual wings and coming out of heartache into victory and success. Also have cramps for some reason. I don't know why that's significant, but like female cramps in that area. Maybe you need to go get like your ovaries checked or something for some reason. I feel like you're having victory and success over somebody or something that has deceived you. Somebody could be looking at you in envy, but you're becoming triumphant in a situation. I feel like you're becoming triumphant over like your thoughts that maybe might scare you. Like it's mental conflict, right? Like you're trapped in your head, but you're becoming triumphant of those thoughts that are in your head and you're moving on. You're moving on into like new choices, new decisions, being triumphant and being led in a different path from something that you've learned from. Your little sister drowned. Is she still here? What do we have for Jamie? Like, is she still on this earth? I heard one of your kids might remind you a lot of your sister. We have strength. And don't doubt yourself. I feel like you're coming out of self-doubt. And then we have the 3 of Coins reversed. And then we also have the 4 of Swords reversed. I feel like you need to take a nap. I feel like you're feeling burnt out and overwhelmed. I feel like you're magnetic and people are drawn to you. We have the Emperor. What was that? There's a lot of choices and a lot of conflict. Are you having conflict about decisions that you've made? Like, I feel like you need to live in reality that you made the correct choice. Don't daydream about a situation thinking that it could have been different because it was meant to work out that way. That way you could learn the things that you needed to become stronger, a stronger person. We have standing your ground, but it came out sideways. Oh. That's amazing. I can feel that energy, but I also feel like my stomach cramping. I don't know if your stomach's cramping right now, but my stomach's cramping. And it's not my time. Or to be stretch your stomach, it'll help relieve your cramps. Like whenever you're cramping, like stretch out your stomach muscles, stretch yourself. Maybe get a heating pad, but then stretch out or lay on your stomach and stretch out, like do a bridge up. I forgot what they call that in yoga, but it'll kind of help relieve it a little bit. It might hurt while you do it, but it'll help relieve it a little bit, kind of loosen those muscles. And we have the 6 of Swords reversed. And then we have the Four of Swords reversed. What is all this reversing going on? People driving you crazy and you need a break from your family? But I feel the Ace of Cups, newfound sense of spirituality. Dun, 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 dun. That's how it was. Oh God, that scared me. I might be getting a phone call from a close friend here soon, or maybe it already has happened, but it's gonna be today. What else do we have for Jamie? All right. We have the Six of Cups reversed. It's a lot to do with family and home. Then we have the Nine of Wands. The Hierophant. I feel like you have different beliefs and different ways of thinking than people around you. I feel like you're cutting ties with somebody as well. You're no longer speaking to them. And that was guided as well. But I heard you still need to heal. Because you're going to have the Ten of Cups coming in. All right. Did 132 or SK ever check in? I feel like you're going through a tower moment, but I feel like there's a lot of shifts that are coming in and on around you. I feel like you're going to be very successful, so don't fret. You're going to be recognized. You're going through this transformation, but you've also gone through the transformation because you come out of this heartache. You're becoming who you are. Keep being courageous and believe in what it is that you know is true. You know, I feel like you're being convicted to certain things. Sorry, my nose is itching so bad. I'm having downloads. You're being convicted in the ways that you need to go and the way you move. But I feel like you need to keep being strong and trust that inner strength. I feel like there's something that's just really disorganized, or kind of like was a group, and this group is really, there was a lot of conflict or arguing within it. This could be a family dynamic. And I feel like you're just stressed and burnt out, and that may be resonating and making this conflict come within your family. But I feel like you need to, you know, just maintain control of your emotions and don't be don't get defensive over things, especially just because you're stressed out. I feel like you might recognize that you do that and you're trying to correct it because you're like, you know, I know I'm stressed out, but there's no reason to take that out on the family. You notice that you're doing it, you know what I mean? And you're correcting it. We all get that way. I feel like, you know, you're resolving a lot of issues that were unresolved, but don't resist the transformation. Kind of dump out that emotional baggage in the water. I heard you need to take spiritual baths more often, like every other day. Work on kind of cleansing yourself. I heard you need to put like salts that you would put in your spiritual bath, put them in your bath soaps and shake it up really good, because that'll clear your energy every time like you shower. Keep standing in your own authority and keep that structure and ambition and what it is that you're going for. I feel that you feel like you're not being supported, and it's just a lot of conflict. Like I see conflict within a group. We have conflict within a home, you know, but I feel like you're going to be spiritually rejuvenated. Keep following your intuition, because like I feel like your feelings are being renewed. That's why you went through this tower moment. I feel like you're moving forward, right? You're becoming more independent, and that's what this was like to bring on this new sense of independence. What it is, it's like you went through that to learn something, but by learning this, it's also gave you a new version of you, a new sense of independence, and a new reality of what independence is. And it's like you realize that you can do things that you didn't, like in the past, think that you could do. It's made you a stronger person. You need to keep being resilient and stand your ground. Embrace your grit because you're a powerful person and you're a strong woman, is what I just heard. Trust in, like, keep following your own traditions. I feel like, maybe pray a little bit more because your prayers are being answered. I feel like it's being guided. It's like you're gaining this new connection with spirit. Your connection with spirit is like becoming stronger. And that is in return is what it's fixing what is broken. It's fixing communication. Somewhere there's communication that's broken and making things imbalanced that you are in the process of fixing, right? Because that's what's going to bring on this 10 of cups. And in return, by fixing the way you communicate, that's also going to bring you in like more money, like accumulation of money is coming into you, like a bulk sum of money I see coming your way with the 10 of coins here. And I also heard spend wisely and save the rest. I feel that your dreams are going to come true. Just keep striving for what it is that you're working on, right? I feel like there is something that's like, you have this dream that you want and that you're envisioning. And I feel like there's going to be like a surprise that comes in. You're going to be, holy moly, and it's going to be really exciting for you, right? It's going to give you this new like desire for some reason. You're going to be going somewhere, this new desire to do something, this newfound ambition. It's like this courage. It's joyous. It's happy. You're like, yeah, you love being there. You love where you're at. You love who you are. You love who you've become, is what I've seen, right? And it's like you're enjoying the small things and the little things around you. It's like that innocence. You're embracing the innocence that's surrounding you, but not innocence in like a foolish way or a naive way, but it's just enjoying the small things in life and enjoying where you're at, enjoying the process, and you're going to in return enjoy and be grateful for what you have now, because the process is bringing you in to a whole new, like a whole new future, a whole new happiness. Don't be restless in where you're at. Kind of stay calm because you're going to be celebrating because the sun is coming in, right? You're going to feel like this sense of, I heard, accomplishment. You're going to see the things that you've accomplished. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and look at everything you've gone through and everything that you've done, everything that you've been through. Look at how far that you have come, because you've come a long way. So embrace it and be happy about it. Don't think about like like you're not where you want to be, so you just like feel really discouraged, right? Stand in your strength, stand in your power, because the thing is, you're going further. Like, be proud of yourself for everything that you've accomplished and everything that you've overcome, because you're like this great magnetic, I don't know, like this big person in a little body is what I see. And you need to embrace that and be happy about that, because there's a lot more things that are coming in your way that you don't see. We go through trials and challenges because it's growing us. That way we can take on to the bigger burdens of what's coming in. Like, we have to be able to take care of the smaller stuff before we can take on something bigger. Because if you can't take on something smaller, then how are you going to take on the responsibilities of something bigger and greater? You know what I mean? I feel like, you're going to be sharing your ideas, and this is going to bring on, it's kind of like fated for you to go through this, but don't stand in conflict, kind of like you got to brush the conflict aside. And I feel like, this deception is a big part of your growing. It's a big part of what you had to go through and what you're being like triumphant in, but somehow in return, that's growing you into a bigger person. That's also, you're going to see how it plays out in your financial life as well, because it's kind of like growing you in business and growing your personality and developing you and cultivating you and who you needed to be. So keep on moving on, because you're going to have a lot of choices and a lot of movement that's going to be coming in soon. Don't let things disrupt your peace, because you're going to be successful. Just make sure you believe your intuition, and when somebody shows you the truth, you believe it. Don't try to change people, because you can't change anybody. Believe what they showed you from jump, is what I just heard. And that's what I have for you, Jane. That's what I have, because it's your destiny. It's your destiny to be successful. It's your destiny to be victorious. Just don't hold yourself back. Trust the process. All right. Did we have 132 or SK join us and check in? Tarseem, are you still here? And then I'll give you a read real quick. Specific questions are $10 via Cashapp, PayPal, or I just went blank. Venmo. Let me get these shuffled up real quick, and then we'll see if 132 is still in the room or SK. I do have to take my son to the store because I promised, and I am not going to break my promise. And we've now been on here almost 2.5 hours. 225 might be significant to somebody. I feel that you need to look up the meaning of the number 225, and that's where you will get your answer. I don't want to butcher your name. Zubeda? Let me look that up for you because I feel drawn to. I heard that it's coming. I'm not sure when. It's saying angel number 225 is the message that reminds you that adaptability will be needed because a major change in your life is coming. Take these changes in stride and grace and move things around to make room for those changes. This could include moving houses or changing careers. I think that's your answer. It shows that your life is changing. There needed to be a lot of adaptation. It's establishing strong communication with your angels. It'll help you understand the things that are happening. And it symbolizes manifestations of your dreams and goals. The angels you are sending you many messages through the angel number. And it signifies that your dreams and desires will manifest and come into reality soon. So I feel that that's your answer. Hey there, Enco. Thank you for still being here. I think we are going to wrap this up. I'm going to check to make sure nobody's made any donations, so I'm not a jerk that gets off of this live read and ends up missing somebody that's donated, because then I would feel like a complete asshole, and that's not me. Keep working hard for what you want, and it'll come in. Don't give up. If you hear no, keep on going. But I do feel that what you want will be coming in soon. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but I do see that it's coming in. There might need to be more paperwork or something, or they might ask you for some kind of different documentation or something in regards to that. I don't know as far as official paperwork goes to come over here. My grandpa was here. He would know because he's a transplant. Well, my papa's dead, but I heard that they might need some more documents or some more something. But don't give up because it will happen soon. It may not be exactly when you're wanting or expecting, but it's going to come in soon. All right. Oh, thank you, AAW. That's what I have for your daughter's visa. But also remember that Monday is like kind of a national holiday, so things will be delayed. So, I mean, it might be a day off or a week off just due to the fact of the things in the paperwork that they're working on is going to be delayed a day. And sometimes, like if it would have been on Friday that they ended up completing it, it might not be until like Tuesday or Wednesday the week after because they might be behind. That's what I see. So let me know. So it might not be exactly next week, but it might be like the week after. They might need some documentation, and then after they get that documentation, they need to finish processing. It'll be very shortly after that. All right, guys. Well, I guess since we did not get another response from 312 or SK, then we're going to end it at that. And I'm going to take my son to the store to fulfill my promise of getting his phone fixed. Because, you know, he's 17 and teenagers and phones and friends and all that good stuff. You know how it goes. All right, guys. I love you guys. Get another box case for him. Yeah, I do. Well, he had his phone in a case, but he dropped his phone and it landed like flat, and somehow like the screen, like this part just popped straight off, right? So I don't know, it was very odd because it was in a protective cover, but somehow like it literally just popped off. The screen's not cracked. There's nothing wrong with it. Like when the phone was charged, it would still ring and everything else. It's just it has no top screen because it's disconnected. So it's very odd. I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate your donation, AAW. I love you guys. So until next time, I look forward to doing this again. I might do it again tomorrow because why not? So yeah, if you guys were wanting a read or would like to join me tomorrow, we might possibly do live reads again tomorrow. But I'm going to go fulfill my promise. So you guys, smash the like button if you haven't yet already. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And until next time, you guys stay fabulous, stay blessed, stay awesome. And I'll see you again. Bye, guys.